They say time heals all wounds. But some wounds never really heal, they just hide deeper within the soul. Mira sat by the window every evening, watching the rain. 7 years had passed since Arav left for London. 7 years of silence. 7 years of unanswered letters, unspoken words, and an aching heart that refused to move on. Everyone told her to let go. But how could she? He had promised to return. He had sworn on her hand, on her tears, that their love would survive any storm. She had waited in hope. Then in pain. Then in habit. Until one day, he came back. It was a quiet morning. The village was just waking up. Mira was sweeping the front yard when she saw a black car pull up. Her heart didn't race, it stopped completely. Arav stepped out. Older. Thinner. Tired. But the same eyes. The same presence. She dropped the broom. He looked at her. "Hi Mira," he said. She stared at him, unable to speak. Her hands trembled. 1,000 words rushed to her lips, but none came out. "You're back," she finally whispered. "I am," he replied. Silence. "I kept my promise." Mira laughed, soft, bitter. "No, Arav. You're 7 years late." He looked down. "I know. And I don't expect forgiveness. But I owe you the truth." She stepped back. "Truth? Now? After everything?" He nodded. "Please, just hear me out." They sat on the old bench outside her home, the same place where they had shared dreams, poems, and stolen kisses years ago. Arav took a deep breath. "My father fell seriously ill just 2 weeks after I left. It happened so fast. Cancer. He needed me. I stayed. I thought I'd return soon, but he got worse." Mira's eyes filled with tears. "Then why didn't you write? Call? One letter. That's all I needed." "I did," Arav said softly. "I wrote every month. But my mother, she never sent them." "What?" "She didn't approve of us, Mira. Said you were holding me back. She thought if I cut off contact, you'd move on. I only found out after my father died." Mira was silent. Her whole world flipped again. "I came back to find you, but you weren't here. Your family had moved. I searched, Mira. 4 years." She whispered, "You searched?" "Yes," he said. "And when I finally found your address last week, I came straight here." Mira turned her face away. She didn't want him to see her cry. "I waited for you, Arav. 4 years. Every day. I watched people laugh at me. Pity me. But I believed you would come back." "And I did," he said, eyes pleading. She looked at him. "But why now? Why after all this time? What's changed?" He hesitated. "I have a son." Mira froze. "He's 6. His name is Kabir. His mother passed away 2 years ago. It was an arranged marriage. I never loved her. It was for my mother's sake." Tears rolled down her cheeks. "You lied." "I didn't. I loved only you. Always. I never stopped. But life, it forced me to make choices I didn't want to make. And I regret every moment I spent away from you." She stood up, shaking. "Do you expect me to just forget everything? To forgive?" "No," he said. "I just wanted you to know the truth. I didn't come to ask for love. I came to return the pieces I broke. And maybe, to say goodbye properly this time." She turned away, wiping her tears. Days passed. Mira kept thinking about him, his words, the boy. Her heart was torn between love and betrayal, truth and pain. Then one day, she saw him at the local park, holding his son's hand. Kabir looked so much like Arif, and yet, there was something of her old Arif in the child's eyes. Innocent. Kind. Kabir dropped his ball. It rolled to Mira's feet. She picked it up. He smiled. Thank you, Auntie. She knelt down. You have your father's smile. Arif walked over, unsure. I didn't expect to see you. I didn't expect to come. They sat on a bench again like old times, but different. I've thought about what you said, Mira began. And I don't know if I can love you the way I did. Too much has changed. I understand. But Kabir, he deserves someone who'll care. Someone who won't punish him for choices he didn't make. Arif looked at her, hope flickering. I'm not saying yes. I'm not saying no, she continued. But maybe, we can start again. As friends. For him. He smiled. That's more than I deserve. Mira nodded. And for the first time in years, her heart didn't ache. It beat. Softly. But surely. Because sometimes, love doesn't return the way we expect. It returns with scars, with secrets, and with second chances.